Hello guys and welcome to episode 21 and the first episode of season 4 of our Youth Academy career mode with Oldham Athletic. This is how the team's looking at the start of season 4. Got a lot of players in the high 60s and we obviously are in League 1 this season, so we'll see how that pans out. We do have a couple of players back from loan. We've got Wenzel, who will probably appear a lot this season. Carvajal, we've got quite a few players here. I have loan listed and transfer listed a few players at the start of the season that we are going to look to move on, which I will go over in a second. But first, I'm going to go through the nominations for both the Player of the Season and the Goal of the Season for last season. So for Player of the Season, we have 5 nominations. First, we have Mikulak, who played 52 games, got 4 clean sheets, average rating of 6.65, but was massive in helping win a few games and pick up points. That eventually helped us get promoted to League 1. We then have Cho, who got 48 games played, 31 goals, 18 assists with a 7.56 average rating. Then we've got Vorobyov, 48 games played, 23 goals, 17 assists. Brilliant season for him as well. And then we've got Velasco, 54 games, 8 goals, 10 assists and a 6.49 average rating, who was a very solid midfielder for us pretty much the whole of the season. And then we've got another midfielder who didn't play that many games for us, Silva. Got 23 games, 5 goals, 7 assists, 7.19 rating, which was brilliant. He was brilliant for us all season. And now we'll go on to the Goal of the Season nominations. So first we've got Reyes's volley against Cheltenham, which was a very good volley there, hitting off the back post. We then got Cho versus Northampton, the flick up and then volley finish that was. We've got Silva's side-footed volley off the crossbar and just over the line. And then we've got another volley by Silva against Bromley. And then in that same game, we then have the Velasco goal, long shot off the crossbar as well, against Bromley as well. So get your votes in the comments below, guys, and I'll quickly go onto the squad hub and we'll go through who we're selling and loaning out. So guys, the players that we are loan listing, we've got Cho here, we've got Amos, Ho, we've got NG, Akara, Jimenez, Mbamba, Moya, we're going to loan out, and then Molinar as well. And then selling, we're going to sell a few players just who aren't going to be good enough. We're going to sell Shanuda. A lot of wingers are going to be sold because we have got a lot of backup. Shanuda and Park, Mar, Sandoval, who's just not happy and he will eventually ask to leave, and we don't really want to lose him on a free. We've then got Fier, who's just not going to get in the team. Reyes, Malanga, Rivas and Magalas all been transfer listed, and hopefully we can look to move them on, get some funds in, invest in some 5-star scouts, and get some good backup, because unfortunately a lot of them players, even though they've been with us for a few seasons now, are just not going to get in the team. Like if we look for example at our right wings options, Sandoval and Park both being transfer listed because they're not going to get much game time because of Wenzel and Vorobyov. Same with actually I could probably keep, Choi is in there as well, who looks very good. He's actually our fastest player in our team. But this episode we are going to be playing 4 games. We're going to be starting the season with the away game against Blackpool, Simon Barnsley, Simon Bristol Rovers, playing Stockport, Simon Wigan, playing Peterborough, and then we'll end the episode after a Sim Lincoln game with a away game against Blackburn, which will be definitely our biggest team played since the start of this career mode. And if we just quickly go into the objectives, where's the objectives again? I can always never remember where this is. I think it's in office. Yes. I actually haven't looked at what the board want us to finish mid-table. Okay, so we can definitely do that. I mean, we'll see how the players progress, but I think we've definitely got a good enough team to go up back to back. But we'll see how the season goes and how we start today in this episode. And let's just get into the first game of the season, which is going to be against Blackpool away. So guys, before we get into the first game of the episode, there's a few things I just want to go through quickly. We have got 3 scouts still out scouting, looking for some players, and I will let you know if we come back with anything. Well, like I did last season, I'll just pop back if there's any sort of player that comes through. And I'm going to quickly show you through the squad hub and just let you know who we've loaned out. So we've got all these players in here. We've still loaned out Jimenez to Portsmouth, probably recall him later in the season. Ho has gone to Casapia in Portugal. We've got Chu, Amos, Mbamba, Molinar, and Moya. Moya and NG all have gone out to other clubs as well. And I think Okara is about to go out as well. Where is he? Pushback? Oh no, yeah. Okara is also about to go out, and it leaves the squad looking like this. So this is our starting 11 this season: Rydal, Cho, Vorbiov, Jeffrey Velasco, Silva, Tangai, Severos, Espinosa, Ramirez, and then Mikulak and go. On bench we've got Wenzel, Bang, Schmidt, Choi, Araujo, Thomas, and then Carvajal, and then we've got these 4 players on the bench as well. So we don't have a lot of players in the club, but we will get more as the season goes on, and we will recall people if needed. And let's just get into the first game of the episode, which is going to be against Blackpool, our first game in League One. This is how we're going to line up, and let's get into it. And Baller does very well to turn. It's Taylor, and he puts it wide of the post, and that's early signs of we're stepping up a little bit here. Joe Vorbiov, who's just going to header it down first time to Silva, who smashes it straight at Patel. Oh, Coulson does well there, and he finds Kouassi. He tries to fight him off, and it's a good shot, but Mikulak does save it, and it goes behind for a corner, which they are going to play short by the looks of it. Vorbiov's going to go out and try and defend it. But he gets turned a bit easy there, and it's played along the floor straight to Silva. That was a risky pass out as well. Here's Jeffrey coming forward here. Finds a brilliant ball into Vorbiov. We've got men forward here. Vorbiov finds a ball to Cho. Cho's going to cut it back to Velasco, and it's hit the post. Oh my god. If Cho was a little bit faster, he would have got there enough time to turn the angle and maybe score. And unfortunately, he does do a very good layback to Velasco, and it just hits the post and doesn't quite creep in. Yep, there he does. He does blow, and it is half-time 0-0 in the first game of the season. And can I be honest, I can already sense that this is going to be more difficult. They're just a lot more. If we look at possession, for example, 78% possession for Blackpool. They're just passing it around. I am going to make a couple of changes. Vorbiov hasn't been great at this game. His touch has been quite bad. So I'm going to bring on Wenzel, and I'm also going to bring on. I think I'm going to try Thomas. Yeah, let's bring on Thomas. A lot of playstyles Thomas has actually. I didn't realise that. He has a lot of playstyles actually. So let's bring him on, and hopefully them changes can make a little bit of a difference. Taylor cuts it into Kouassi. Kouassi does brilliantly to turn Tangai there. Tangai puts a bit of pressure on, but he still puts it past Mikulak. And Blackpool go 1-0 up in the first 5 minutes of the half. It's a good pass through there. Tangai gets turned and he tries to put a bit of pressure on, but it's still Kouassi. Was it Kouassi? Yes, Kouassi still finds the near post, and we go 1-0 down. Velasco's got so much space to run into here. And he's going to try and play a ball through to Cho. Is Cho inside? I don't think he was. And there's not really much anywhere he can run. Oh, Wenzel, he does. I told him to hit the first time and he doesn't quite, and it's cleared away by Blackpool. Plays the ball into Bowler, who's got a lot of space, and he puts it in the top corner and takes Blackpool 2 goals ahead. This has not been the start of the season that we want. Tangai, Kouassi gets there. Plays a brilliant ball into Coulson. Espinosa tries to come across, and it's going to be a rebounded goal here. And we have not started the season well at all, unfortunately. And we are going to probably lose this game, the first game of the season. Morgan finds a ball into Taylor. Finds out wide to Bowler. He finds Kouassi. Kouassi hits it, and it goes into the side net, and then there could have been 4-0 up there, and we've been very poor this game. Finds Cho. He's going to find the overlapping run of Wenzel to get a consolation goal. It's Wenzel on his debut. Well, not his debut, because he scored a hat-trick on his debut in Season 2. But he scores his first goal, and he scores our first goal in League 1. And we do get a consolation goal right at the end there. I don't think there's enough time to get 2 and get a point from this. But we will at least not let Blackpool get a clean sheet. Thomas finds Rydal. Rydal can't find the pass into Cho, and that will be full time. And we have lost our first game of the season against Blackpool. Pretty disappointing, but also kind of what we expected, because Blackpool are a very good team. And we'll move into the next sim game and hopefully pick up our first points of this season. So guys, for the second game of the season, this is the team we're going with. A bit of a rotated team. We've got Bang up top, we've got Araujo and Cam, we've got Choi for his first game in left wing. And let's quick sim this, and hopefully we can pick up our first points of the season. And we can't. It's a 4-2 loss. 4 goals to Barnsley, 2 to us. Vorbiov and Bang picking up goals, and unfortunately we go 2 losses for 2 games. And our next game is going to be another sim game, I believe. Yeah, it's a Carabao Cup game against Mansfield, which we'll just sim straight to. we aren't playing. We aren't massively bothered about the Carabao Cup and stuff yet. So let's just go straight into this. We'll make a few changes. We'll rest Riveros because he's obviously tired. We'll give Thomas a run out. We'll give Wenzel a run out. Who else should we give a run out? To give Kuruma a run out as well. And then we'll give also Araujo a run out. And let's just quick sim that. And hopefully we might, if a cup run might be in the cards. It is indeed. We actually win this game. Evans with a goal and then Cho with a goal straight afterwards, and then we do win on penalties. Cho, Rydell, Velasco and Wenzel all putting their penalties away, so we do go to the next round of the Carabao Cup, which, I mean, depending on who we play it, there's a little bit of tournament prize money as well. And Rivers isn't happy about something. He's happy about the little break, so he is happy. And our next game is going to be a sim game against Bristol Rovers. So guys, we're going to go with our normal starting 11 for the game against Bristol Rovers. Vorobiev, Cho, Rydell, Jeffrey, Velasco, Silva, Riveros, Tanguy, Espinoza and Ramirez, and then Eric Light in goal. Hopefully we can pick our first points up in the league. We did build off the... I was hoping we would build off the win from the Cup, but we've lost another game. And now in our next game, we're going to be playing against Stockport away from home. So hopefully we can, in the played game, get our first points and crack on from there. So guys, against Stockport, we're going with this team. We've got Choi on the left, Araujo in cam, and then we've got Kuruma in centre back, all making the differences from the main team. Hopefully we can pick up our first points in the league, because we are 3 losses for 3 now. And let's just get into it, and hopefully we can beat Stockport. Vorobiev finds Cho. He's going to take a turn. He turns and he puts it wide of the post, but it's a good early little start that, and hopefully we can crack on. This is Choi's first appearance, I think, in played games. He's been in a couple of sims, so let's just see how he gets on. Finds Araujo. He's going to find Silva. He's going to find Cho, who takes a touch and he hits it, and it's wide of the post, and it goes out for a goal kick. And that's 2 chances in the first 10 minutes for us there. Positive signs. That's some brilliant play there by Stockport. That was like Barcelona-esque, passing it round. And he puts it wide of the post, so we are still at 0-0. Kuruma goes right through the back of Moxon there, and it is a free kick to Stockport. And they are on the edge of the box here. Looks like they're going to a bit of a routine here, or they're just going to hit it. They are just going to hit it, and it's a good one. It's off the bar, and then the rebound from Mothersill, and he scores. And there's nothing really I could have done about that. And it's a brilliant free kick, and it's just lucky that their player was there. And Mikulak looks like he dived through the goal. Where's this guy running to? Let's have a look at this. So he steps over it, he hits it, deflects off the wall. And there's not much we can really do about that, and we go 1-0 behind again. Cho, brilliant turn. Cho, he puts it wide to the post, and we're just not getting any luck here at all. Rydell trying to close down the cross, but he's cut back to Mothersill anyway. Moxon finds Bate, who finds Andresen, and it's a good save by Mikulak to keep it at 1 goal. And are they gonna go short here? They are. Moxon, Kuruma can't quite get that interception there. It's being passed around, but Vorobiev definitely intercepts it in the end. Finds a brilliant pass through to Andresen, and it's a good save by Mikulak, who's keeping us in this game. And Moxon's going to swing this corner in, and Velasco is headed back by Hills towards the corner taker, and we finally get a bit of breathing space in the appearance of a goal kick. Cho finds Silva, who's going to find it, slip it through to Vorobiev, and Vorobiev makes it 1-1 just before half time. Probably an undeserved equaliser, but we will take it. The amount of games we lost last season that undeserved, this is fine, we'll take this. Vorobiev with a nice little touch in there and a little side foot past the keeper, and we equalised just before half time. And it is going to go into half time 1-0 by the looks of it, unless Stockport can do something quickly before the half ends. And Bate skips the challenge of Kuruma, but it's ended up tackling by Espinoza. And we will take a 1-1 draw into the half, which we will take because they have been a better team. Well, although we did have a good few chances early in the game, we just couldn't obviously score. And if we have a look, we've actually, like, shots wise, it's been quite level. Our passing accuracy has been a bit worse, and they're also dominant possession. But if we go into the second half, hopefully we can continue the way we have in the last 5 minutes of the first half, and maybe grab 3 points. Let's see. It's a good play, but this is a good play by Stockport. And Kuruma, who's on a yellow card, needs to be careful here. I'm probably going to sub him off in a second. And it's headed off the defender, and it goes out for a corner. Ramirez headed that out for a corner. I think I'm going to definitely have to bring Kuruma off because he's just getting caught lacking a little bit. And it's cut back to Moxton, who finds Mothersill. Back to Moxton, good challenge by Araujo. He plays brilliant ball into Velasco. Oh, there's some brilliant play here as Silva finds Vorobyov in a lot of space. And Vorobyov, he's away. Is Vorobyov away? He is. And it's a good save by Adai. And we could have been 2-1 up with 20 minutes left there. We are making a lot of changes here. Wenzel, Thomas and Carvajal on. Velasco's going to whip this cross in. It's a pretty good cross there. And it's not well run, but Carvajal is in the middle there. Let's put Wenzel on the corner. Wenzel swings it in. And it's not. The header's not met. Oh, nearly given straight back to Wenzel there. Advantage is Favier. Good block by Espinosa, and it goes out for a corner for Stockport with 12 minutes left of the game. And there's Ramirez picking up a yellow card for that earlier challenge. Got to deal with this here. It should be dealt with as Hills headers it wide over. Well, wide. I mean, like, over. Back to Mothersill. Oh, he's done well to get past Tanguy there. Carvajal's going to bring himself across. It's cut back, and Anderson, it's straight across the front of goal. Not troubling Mikulak at all there. Mikulak actually looked like he let that go. To Mothersill. Does brilliantly there. Carvajal with a brilliant interception. And we could come away with the ball here, and we do. Thomas is in a lot of space. Oh, he finds Vorobyov, but I wanted to go to Wenzel really. And it's played back through to Vorobyov, and Vorobyov has a chance, and it's a good save by Adai. That was the chance. We could have went 2-1 up right at the end there. Araujo with a yellow card. Oh, so it was an awful challenge by Araujo, to be fair. And we do have a corner right at the end here. Let's put Wenzel on it. Oh no, Wenzel's left footed. We need Velasco on it really, don't we? Oh, we'll put Thomas on it. Thomas swings it in. Can we? Ah, we can't get there. Pie to Adai. And it's going to go for full time, and we're going to get our first point in the league. A 1-1 draw against Stockport. Pretty decent result, but we definitely could have got 3 at the end, right there at the end with Vorobyov, and unfortunately we just couldn't put it to the side of the keeper. And they do take a point from us. And yeah, let's just get to the next game. So guys, we have a unexpected event. Karuma has to take the next game out because of an urgent family issue. Apologise for sudden noise. I am just going to approve that league, and we will. Oh, we've got an offer for Ross. Yeah, we're going to sell him. And okay, we will obviously not use him in the squad. I'll just. Well, yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. It automatically takes him out. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to go with our starting 11 anyway. So let's just quick sim this against Wigan, and hopefully we can pick up another point like we did last game. And we don't. We get battered 3-0. Not ideal, but Wigan are a very good side, and we do need to start picking up some points though, otherwise we're not going to be getting mid-table, we're going to be getting relegated. But our next game is a home game against Millwall. So guys, this is the team we're going with in the game against Millwall. I'm not expecting anything other than a loss here, to be honest with you. These are a very good championship team, I think, so let's just quick sim this. Can we continue our Carabao Cup run? We cannot, and it was what I expected. Coburn and then Simovic score, and then Van gets a late equaliser, but we can't then crack on and win the game. But we'll take a win in the Carabao Cup any day of the week. And our next game is going to be a played game against Peterborough, which we really do need to win and start climbing up the table a little bit in League One. So as is the team we're going with, we're just playing Carvajal over Riveros. We're playing our starting 11 against Peterborough. We need to start getting our first wins of the season, so we're going to crack on here. We've got a few tired players, especially in the front three, and then Cam, but we will make some substitutions around half time probably. And Carvajal did ask to start this game, so I have started him. So let's just get into the game, and we need to start winning games, so hopefully this is the game that we win our first league game. It's into Leonard, who finds Frith, and it's a good save by Mikulak in the end. But Peterborough had started off well here. Collins headers, crosses in, Leonard headers it over the bar. Oh, it's a good shot low, and Mikulak powers it behind for a corner. Good little bit of defending there by Carvajal and Espinosa to not allow him to turn on his strong foot. Mikulak punches it out back to the corner taker, and Collins finds his. He finds a little ball into Leonard, and it's hit. Not a great shot, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. Just before half time, Peterborough coming forward. Hayes has got some space in the box here, but Carvajal nods that down to Mikulak, and it goes into half time 1-1. I'm not going to make any changes at half time. I'm going to keep it the way it is. Actually, Jeffrey's absolutely knackered. He is actually going to have to come off. We'll bring Araujo on, and then Vorobiev, we'll keep him on for a little bit. Actually, I'm going to bring on Choi for Rydal as well. And then let's get into the second half, and hopefully we can crack on. Araujo, just patient play here, finds Vorobiev. Just going to smack it across goal, and it's a brilliant powered shot, and Bass can't deal with it, and we take our lead for the first time this season. Vorobiev just smashed that hard. I didn't really have anything other options, so I thought Vorobiev's been our best player at the start of this season, and I thought, you know what, let's just smash at the keeper, and he does brilliantly there, and the keeper can't keep it out and parries it against the post, and we take a 1-0 lead in the 50th minute. Lolos is in some space here. He does very well there, and he plays a ball. It's a good save by Mikulak. Can he get back up? Espinoza, brilliantly dealt with by between Espinoza and Mikulak there. I thought for sure that was going to go in, when Hayes can't quite put it away, and they do have a corner. Hayes to Collins, back to Hayes, and we're doing a lot of brilliant interception by Carvajal in the end there. Carvajal trying to block the shot, but it's slipped through. It's a good save by Mikulak, and it's oh god, Jesus. Plays the ball down to Araujo, who's going to turn in and play to Cho. And we're in a lot of space here as Cho finds Vorobiev, who puts it in the bottom corner and makes it 2-0. Very against the run of play, but we've defended brilliantly and we've counter-attacked brilliantly there. And Vorobiev picks up another goal this episode, and this guy has got a ceiling of potential. He's been absolutely massive, and there he goes off the pitch after getting us 2 goals up. And surely, maybe, well, not surely yet, because I know what this game's like, but putting us in the driving seat for 3 points. But it's going to be a yellow card, but that's going to probably be it for full time. As he clears up the pitch, but straight to the head of Velasco, and Choi to Cho. Can we get one last goal here? Oh, we can't. But we take our first 3 points of it this season, and it's away at Peterborough, which is a result we will take. Vorobiev with a brace, but I will say that I think our man of match here was Carvajal. He was great. Oh yeah, and Mikulak as well, who made a lot of saves. But if you look at these ratings, a few of them will be defenders. Like Carvajal had a fantastic game, 6 tackles. Araujo played well. Espinoza played well. Like a good team performance. Our lowest rated was, well, some of our substitutes were all of our low rates pretty much, but fantastic regardless. And we will take our first 3 points of the episode and of the season going into the next game. So guys, before we get to the next game, we do have a new Youth Academy player coming through. We've got Morad Misau, who's a centre back, 6'3". He could be very good for us in the future, so we're going to sign him up. We have also just sold Walde, who wasn't on the list at the start of the episode, but as we were bringing in the centre back, I thought we may as well sell him as well. And yeah, this is how the stats are looking at the start of the season up to now. 4 goals for Bang. Yeah, 2 in the friendlies, 1 in each of the cup, and then 5 goals in League 1 already for Vorobiev, which is massive. But let's just get into the next game, which is going to be a sim game, I believe, against against Lincoln. That's who it is, yeah. And let's just get to that game. So guys, for the next game, and the penultimate game of the episode, the last sim game, this is the team we're going with. Mikulak, Araujo, Riveros, Espinoza, Tanguy, because Ramirez is on international duty. Velasco, Silva, Jeffrey, and then Wenzel, Bang, and Rydal across the front 3. Hopefully we can build on our win from last game and win 2 in a row. But Lincoln are a good side, and they do pick up the 3 points, which is a shame. But we will end the game with probably our biggest opponent that we've had of the series up to now, against Blackburn Rovers. And let's just get to that game now. And so guys, for our last game of the episode, this is the team we're going with. Mikulak, Tanguy, Carvajal, Espinoza, Ramirez. I've decided, because of how good he was in the played game against Peterborough, I will start Carvajal, and he also did ask. Silva, Velasco, Jeffrey, and then a front 3 of Vorobiev, Cho, and Rydal. And let's get into this. I have put Misau on the bench as well, so hopefully maybe we could see his debut today as well. But let's just get into the game. Bring ball to Vorobiev there. He finds Silva. He's going to find a ball down the wing to Vorobiev. Vorobiev's going to have to swing in a good ball here, and he does. And it's headed behind for a corner by Bayliss. And Rydal's going to swing this corner in, and he does. And Espinoza's going to rise, but he can't get there. And Carvajal's going to try and nod it down, but he also can't get there. Can Ramirez get there? No, he can't. But it's straight to Carvajal, who's going to hit it from distance, and it's caught by Toth. And it's a good finish by Good Johnson in the end, and Blackburn go 1-0 up in the 23rd minute, and Espinoza's going to get a yellow card there for his challenge earlier. But Blackburn do take the lead. We haven't been very good in this game. Sorry if I was silent there, I was just concentrating. And more shit. Oh my god, I've just gave them space there, and they've made it 2-0. And this has been an awful start to the season, this episode. And it's going to go for half time. We're 2-0 down, and this is infuriating. We're just not doing anything at all. And unfortunately, we're just not looking good at all. And I'm going to bring off Espinosa, who's yellow carded. I'm going to bring on Mizao for his debut. Maybe bring on Araujo because he makes things happen. And we'll see if that makes it any better in the second half. Velasco, Silva plays it to Vorobjov. He does brilliantly there. Vorobjov's got a bit of space here. Can he score? It's a good save by Toth. And we could have made it 2-1 there. Rydel's going to swing this cross in. Vorobjov might win the header. It's dropped straight to Carvajal, and it's a good save by Toth again. We've got another chance at the corner here. And we swing it in. Cho can't get there. Silva is going to nod it down to Ramirez. He's going to find a ball into Carvajal here. And it's a good tackle in the end. Rydel's in a lot of space here. Just need to play the ball correctly. There's no overlapping run here. It's played a little, not great enough power. And Araujo hits it straight off Carter, and that was not good enough, the power on that pass. Rydel's going to swing the cross in. Cho rises, and he headers it, but it's just wide of the post. And we've been much better this half, but we need to start scoring some of these chances. It's good pass and play here by Blackburn. Touré in the box. Carvajal can't get there. It's passed across, and it's Mikulak with a brilliant save. Kind of keeps it out, and I'm surprised he kept that out. It's played short. Vorobjov wings it back. Oh, here's Carvajal. Oh, this is going to be 3-0. No, it's not. It's a brilliant save by Mikulak. Tanguy finds Araujo to Velasco to Araujo. Finds Cho, who's going to flit it through to Vorobjov, and it's a good save by Toth, but was Vorobjov offside? He was indeed. Bit of defending here. And it's put wide of the post, and that will probably be it for this game. We've got 3 minutes at a time, but I don't see us obviously getting 2. We might not even get 1. We probably won't even get 1, sorry. But Araujo does find Rydell. Cho's been awful to start this season, unfortunately. And we are going to lose 2-0 this game, unless they can get one last goal, Blackburn. And they don't. The West referee blows a full-time whistle. Mizao looked actually quite good when he came on. We unfortunately go 2-0 down and we lose 2-0. And that's not a good start to the season at all. So guys, at the end of the episode, at least we can say we're not last. We are 4th from bottom. 1 win, 1 draw, 6 losses. Not ideal at all. We've got a big episode next game where we need to start getting some results in the bag. Vorobjov started the season well. Nobody else I can really say, apart from Carvajal's actually started the season quite well as well, but nobody else has really started the season that well. But yeah, I mean, Amos has already gone on 5 ratings, by the way, in Portugal. I noticed that earlier. He'll probably be the same as Rydell last season, where I ended up calling him back early. Tanguy's gone up a rating, of course. Mizao, our new player, has already gotten, well, I say he's gotten a clean sheet. He hasn't got a clean sheet really, because I mean, he did play, but he didn't actually concede a goal. Would that count? I don't think that would count, like on the stats, would it? I think it would say that he didn't get a clean sheet. Yeah, he didn't get a clean sheet, but he did get a clean sheet technically. Anyway, next episode we've got another 4 games. We're going to be playing against Reading. We've got the cup game there, MK Dons, Bolton, and then ending the episode with a game against Leyton Orient. So there's a few winnable games in there. Hopefully next episode we do massively improve. And if you guys did enjoy, please press like, comment and subscribe, and thank you guys for watching.